Hello, my name is Matthew, and my group will be exploring the insights into the Consumer Price Index Urban Workers Dataset, which is a key measure of inflation and economic stability. The CPI tracks price changes in essential goods and services and paints the picture of the average American's consumer purchasing power. In recent years, economic uncertainty, supply chain disruptions, and shifting consumer behavior have led to significant price fluctuations. This Tableau presentation will examine the data, identify patterns of volatility, and provide insights into how these changes affect consumers and businesses.
Hello, my name is Ethan, and our first analysis question is, did supply chain disruptions during COVID-19 influence both gasoline and grocery prices similarly? If so, is there any correlation between gasoline and the grocery price index? The graph compares two items with the variable of interest being price indexes and the two items being gasoline and groceries. The graph extends from 2018 to 2025, showing the prices of each item before, during, and after COVID-19 in the United States. Looking at the overall structure of the graph, the x-axis consists of the months starting from the beginning of the year, January, to the end of the year, December. The y-axis represents index values that will help to figure out the relationship between gasoline prices and grocery prices. The x-axis is also split into two groups where the left half is the chart showing grocery and the right half is showing gasoline. It is clear to see that there is a positive correlation between the rise in gasoline prices and the rise in grocery prices. Between the years of 2019 to 2021, there were other external factors influencing the rise of grocery prices. However, at the end of 2021, when gasoline prices reached a high compared to the previous years, the grocery items also started reaching highs beyond that point. The reason as to why there is a relationship between goods and gasoline prices is due to transportation. With any transportation, gasoline is necessary in order for these goods to be shipped. So with higher gas prices, the producer has to raise the prices of their goods to make a profit. In addition to supply chain disruptions, it can also factor into the rise of costs due to its scarcity during COVID.
Hi, my name is Tiffany, and for our next analysis, we will be asking which expenditure category has had the most CPI percent change over the years. The graph compares all the expenditure categories shown in the CPI for urban wage earners and clerical workers, and compare all the categories from 2017 to 2025 through a bar chart. This bar chart, you can see which year had the highest percent increase and which years had a decrease in percent change. As you can see, fuel oil had the highest percent increase in December 2021 to January 2022 compared to all other expenditure categories. Moreover, December 2021 to January 2022 is represented by a dark green bar, which is 9.70% increase for fuel oil. Additionally, it is the highest percent increase seen compared to all categories in every year. During this time, there's a huge, massive surge in demand for crude oil. This was due to economies reopening after pandemic restrictions were lifted and the global demand had ultimately outpaced the supply. During the pandemic, there were also a lot of disruptions in the global supply chain, including shipping and refining. With this intelligence, we can better understand inflation and why certain categories are more affected than others. A bar chart comparing CPI percent changes across categories can also reveal a lot of powerful insights about consumer spending and economic trends. Not only that, it can tell us ways that the government can intervene, like adjusting energy policies or interest rates to control the inflation. And lastly, it can also help us consumers to better prepare financially for these sharp inflations by now analyzing trends and what affects the price of certain goods.
So, hello, my name is Isabel, and my analysis question that we're going to be talking about is how have fruit and vegetable prices fluctuated between 2018 and 2024, and how do or what insights do percentage changes reveal about the price trends of fruits and vegetables over these 6 years. So in the top graph, we're looking at the annual price increase of fruits and vegetables. On the bottom graph, we're looking at the price percentage change. So in that top graph, and as we've noted in previous analysis, grocery prices have remained steadily stable since 2021, but a broader look back to 2018 shows a clear volatility in prices for fruits and vegetables. Uh, Prices have shown a steady upward trend with significant spikes between 2020 and 2022, likely driven by inflation, supply chain disruptions, and rising consumer demands over the pandemic. So the pandemic, again, accelerated these factors, leading to the sharper price increase compared to previous years like 2019 and 2018. The pattern suggests that external shocks, such like global crises, have a lasting impact on food pricing. And understanding these trends can help consumers make more informed purchasing decisions and prepare for future disruptions by adjusting their shopping habits and budgeting strategies. For the bottom graph, analyzing the percent change in fruits and vegetable prices from 2019 to 2024 reveals year-to-year fluctuations, signaling possibly a market instability with periods of great price acceleration and deacceleration. In 2019, prices declined by 1% in fruits and vegetables, but from 2019 to 2022, they actually surged over 8%. So this again was likely driven by inflationary pressures like supply chain disruptions and increased consumer demand from the pandemic. But these trends highlight the impact of external factors on food costs. And understanding these shifts can help businesses anticipate market conditions, adjust pricing strategies, and just overall optimize inventory management during periods of like peak price increase to mitigate any financial strain and just to better serve customers. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Salvador Aguayo, and I will be doing the final analysis for the primary drivers that influence the consumer price index for shelter. And the shelter metric includes rent and the owner's equivalent of rent, which is how much a person who owns a home would pay as rent if they were renting their own home. This doesn't include mortgage or utilities like gas and light or electricity. Looking at our chart with the x-axis including the months and the y-axis showing the consumer price index, we could see a gradual increase from January 2020 to mid 2021. And then following those years, it's a lot more of a faster acceleration in consumer price index. Um, these changes, especially in the first half of the chart, following 2020, there was probably less housing development projects and less people were looking for a home or looking to purchase a home because of the effects of the pandemic. So there was also supply shortages and rising interest rates and inflation rates following 2021, which is why it's takes such a sharp increase. Um, this is important intelligence because policymakers and employers could use this information to help the public. Policymakers, for example, could create affordable housing programs and increase rent assistance for low-income earners. And employees can match their wage rates to make sure that their employees can afford housing. To impact the that to impact the I'm sorry. To mitigate the damage caused by rising shelter cost for individuals. That is our presentation. Thank you.